JR, it's a brand new year. What brings you over here?
I just got done delivering the outfit for Ashton right now. It's a brand new design. It was an honor to get a chance to design this specific design. I won't say too much about it just because I know they're trying to do a reveal on Saturday, but that's exactly what we're doing here right now. Just creating art and continuing to push forward each day.
When you're working with Ashton, as far as like the design of the outfit, is there something different working with him compared to other boxers?
Yeah, the fact that he really he gives me 100% creative freedom, which it's exciting because he actually asked me, hey, what do you think I should wear this time? So that to me, it gives me a chance to really look at fashion and see what's trending, what's popping, and kind of incorporating that into these designs, which that's why they end up standing out so much right now.
So this is going to be the fourth outfit you're going to be working with him. What's one of the things that you learned from him so far as his way of looking at boxing outfits and you incorporating your own ideas with it?
What I learned about him is that he's got a different style to him. He's not like any other fighter. A lot of the fighters that I've met, because he's got like his own. He's very down to earth. You know what I mean? Not only is he down to earth, but he's kind of a quiet guy. But at the same time, he likes to be loud with what he wears sometimes. And I learned that usually guys that are quiet like that, they like subtle. They don't really like to go too intense with their designs. And what's interesting about him is that he's kind of a quiet guy, but at the same time, he likes to be loud with what he wears. So it's like he's trying to make a statement, that he's here and he's like the future of boxing.
And someone out there ended up appreciating you recognizing how you give back to the sport, how you try to bring out outfits for the boxers, but also you being now an ambassador for the WBC. The emotions that ran through when you were first called about that, let me know, how was that through?
What's funny is that I was having kind of an off day, like we all have our good days, we all have off days, and I was actually driving down the streets of LA, kind of looking for inspiration to kind of design, because I do that. I look at art, I look at graffiti, I look at different ways, buildings. That's where I find my inspiration. When I was doing that, I get a call from Mexico. I wasn't going to answer because I didn't know who it was. I just thought it was probably a prank call. And it's crazy when I answered because it was the president of the WBC, Mauricio Suleiman, which to me, that was a huge honor because if you know me, since I started in the sport, like there's certain goals that I've been trying to reach, including somehow being a part of the WBC. And they have a WBC Cares program where they send fighters out to hospitals, juvenile halls, they send them out to schools, and they take world champions and they take people that are in the WBC and they kind of go and they try to motivate and inspire. And their purpose is to change the world and to be positive influences, which is something that I'm already doing behind the scenes. I give back to a lot of fighters. I also sponsor a lot of fighters. Not only that, but behind the scenes, I speak at schools, I speak at colleges. I've done a lot of speaking events like that. So now to be a part of an organization that does that and that is well respected, to me it's a huge honor, especially because it was a goal of mine that I was trying to reach.
Speaking of goals, last question, what's one of the biggest goals you want for this year?
For this year, I don't think it's going to happen because I know it takes time, but I want to be the first designer in the Hall of Fame. I want to be an actual because the thing is, you don't hear about a boxing designer ever get inducted into the Hall of Fame, man. I know it's something that kind of just, they induct you after years, you know what I mean? After years of being in the game, that's something that they do later on, but that's a really big goal of mine. Is I want to be in the Hall of Fame as a designer who changed his life and boxing saved him. Basically, boxing saved my life.
Well, JR, I have no second thoughts about that. I'm pretty sure you will be in the Hall of Fame, given your designs and stuff like that. I appreciate your work and your hustle that you get back to the community as far as these boxers able to express the way you put them in their outfits. Much respect, JR, and we'll see you next time, all right?
Thank you, boss.